from downtown Wilmington and Cape Fear Community College. It's time for Sea Devils women's basketball. Second to last home game for the Sea Devils as the number 14 team comes in at 21-4 to take on a team pretty good of their own, the Catawba Valley Redhawks, who come in at 18-6. Chris Sheba, glad to be with you. Let's meet the starters for both of these teams. We'll start with the Redhawks. Tisha England in her third season, starting number 1, Nikki McCaskill, a sophomore 5'2" from Gastonia. At another guard, it's number 5, Aaliyah Woods, sophomore 5'6" from Gastonia as well. And the third guard, number 10, Shania Lester, freshman 5'6" from Charlotte, North Carolina. Up front, it's Jayla Daniels, a sophomore 5'8" from Charlotte. And number 30, Tanisha Wall, a freshman 5'8" from Franklinton, North Carolina. The starters today for Cape Fear, Lori Drake in her 4th season. Starts this way. At one guard, it's number 0, Christina Caesar, a freshman 5'7" from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Number 4, Nakia Wallace, also in the backcourt, sophomore 5'8" from Jacksonville. And number 11, Taquana Bland. She is a 5'7" sophomore from Williamston, North Carolina. Up front for Cape Fear today, it's number 32, Taylor Folks, 6'1" freshman from Lexington, South Carolina. And number 44, Destiny Campbell. She's a sophomore, 6'1" from Laurinburg, North Carolina. So those are the starters. Glad that you could be with us here on demand today, which means, yeah, you didn't get to watch it live, but we get to bring it to you in a little better quality. So hopefully you can enjoy that, if nothing else. Thanks for your patience. Once again, this is the final, or second to last home game, I should say, for Cape Fear. Their final home game is coming up on March 5th. That was a rescheduled game against Clinton Junior College. Their next home game coming up on Thursday. So still a few more coming up here for Cape Fear. This will be a good test. Catawba Valley, they went 0-2 against Cape Fear last year. Sea Devils won 90-75 on the road and by 12 here at home. The previous meeting this year, though, Cape Fear won it 77-68. The Sea Devils outshot the Redhawks 44% to 32%. They had 12 blocks in that game. Taquana Bland, 21 points. Wallace had 17 for Cape Fear. Cape Fear coming off a 16-point victory over Brunswick on Wednesday, 63-47, as Caesar gets Cape Fear on the board with an opening 3. So 3 quick points off the first possession as the Sea Devils show zone. Here's Wall. McCaskill from the baseline. Correction, that was Woods from the baseline. So Woods connecting for 2. Aaliyah Woods just under 10 points per ball game. Cape Fear, you know by now what they want to do. They want to force the tempo. That pass deflected. Good defense by the Redhawks as they come into the forecourt here. It's taken away right back by Bland. Bland, nice moves to the bucket. Yes. Taquana Bland has scored over 20 points in 4 of the last 6 games. She is red hot right now. Tanisha Wall, top of the key, guarded by Folks, and threw it away. Here's Bland with another steal. Had it poked from behind, but she'll get to it. Bland stops, shoots off the back of the rim, and gets the home rim. 7-2, quick start for Cape Fear. Cape Fear 8-1 here at home on the season. Lester top of the key. Lester had it poked away, and it's saved over on the far side by McCaskill. This is Daniels up top. Back to McCaskill. 7 to shoot now for Catawba Valley. Here's a 3. Well, that's not going to be any good for Woods. The rebound controlled by Folks, I believe. Wallace on the right. Campbell up top. Bland on the left. Bland looking back for Campbell. Turnaround jumper, yes. Cape Fear is hot at the start. And they are out to a 9-2 lead and draw a charge. So Cape Fear in the early going, 4 of 4. And looks like we're going to get a quick timeout here. So 7:52 left to go. Keep it right here. So perfect shooting so far for Cape Fear, and 4 points of those 9 already off of turnovers. Taquana Bland, I told you she was hot. She's got 4 points already. She's got a couple of steals as well. Destiny Campbell, 10 points and 6 blocks in the first meeting between these two teams. So far, I should say, she's hit her first bucket. Season's starting to wind down. Catawba Valley going on the road again tomorrow. They're going to head just south down 17 a little bit and take on Brunswick. That'll be at 2 p.m. game. Out of the timeout, sky pass by Wallace is deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Catawba Valley. It was Daniels. And that is another inside bucket as Folks gets onto the action. A real good start here for Cape Fear. Here on homecoming weekend, they lead at 11-2. Driving on the baseline was Wellman, and she stepped out of bounds. Couple of subs. Toria Grusa, the freshman from Franklin for the Red Hawks. And Grace Wellman also checking in from Charlotte. Agrusa had 6 points off the bench against the Sea Devils in the first meeting this year. As Folks goes to the bucket, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Wall. Catawba Valley looking to push a little bit. Love. Lester on the baseline. A wild shot. Destiny Campbell cleaning up the boards. And the Sea Devils give it right back off that steal. That time it was Green. Driving in, Wall. Can't get it off the back of the rim. Wallace with another rebound, and Catawba Valley having trouble on the offensive end right now, having trouble on the defensive end as well as Cape Fear puts it in. Destiny Campbell +1. So the newest member of East Carolina completing the old school three-point play, making it 14-2 here in the early going. Said to my girlfriend earlier today that we were talking about when I was going to be home and all that, and thought maybe this one would be a little closer, might go in overtime, so, it may be a little bit late. So far, it has been all Cape Fear. Caesar picking up that foul there. So first foul for Cape Fear, 2 for Catawba Valley here in quarter number 1. Wall driving in was Wellman, got it to Lester, airballed the jumper, Campbell the rebound. Cape Fear very methodical to the bucket goes Bland, and she draws contact. Taquana Bland, 68% free throw shooter, up to over 16 points per game now on the season. Lori Drake going to make a sub after this free throw as Bland makes it 15-2, and Jaleesa Dillard will come on, the freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. Into the forecourt for Catawba Valley. Agrusa, the Red Hawks trying to get something going here on offense. Love, just one field goal so far. Wall now from Love, spin, shoots, and goes glass. Tanisha Wall, I believe, has both buckets for Catawba Valley here in the early going. Correction, it was Aaliyah Woods hitting the first one. Caesar driving on the baseline and draws contact. More fouls, that's 4 now on Catawba Valley, 1 more. And the Sea Devils will be in the bonus. They say that Caesar was in the act of shooting, so she's at 76% on the season. Goes to the line for 2 here and short on the first one. 1 out of 2 at the line, and it's 16-4. Grusa into the forecourt. That was Love getting it to Woods. Back out to Love. Love from downtown, no, but a foul, I believe, away from the shot. So the bucket no good, but Agrusa will inbound it. That's team foul number 2 now on Cape Fear. Inbound goes to Woods. Love swings it back over to Woods on the right, guarded by Wallace in the man-to-man. The bounce pass Agrusa. Here's Love. Good defense by Caesar. Still 14, plenty of time for Catawba here. Agrusa driving in, gets it underneath Daniels. Count it, and the foul. Jayla Daniels had 12 points in the earlier meeting that Cape Fear won this season. Trying to go to the line for an old school three-point play here now. Can't complete it. Campbell with another rebound, and here come the Sea Devils, who have won 6 in a row. They are undefeated in the month of February. They've won 10 of their last 11 overall. 2017 has been real good to Cape Fear. Bland to Campbell. Campbell from the baseline puts the shot up short. Dillard tips it, but coming up with it was Woods. Agrusa into the forecourt. Bounce pass over to Wellman. Wellman can't get the baseline jumper, but the offensive rebound to Agrusa. Love. Now Daniels with the bounce pass to Love in the lane. Little give and go action, no good, but Campbell pulling down yet another rebound. Here's Wallace into the forecourt and called. It's going to be a jump ball. So turnover gives the ball back to the Red Hawks. Here in the early going, Cape Fear is on fire. They've hit 6 of 7. Catawba Valley just 2 of 7. Make it 2 of 8 as Agrusa can't get that to go. Destiny Campbell on her way to a double-double in the first quarter. Wallace from downtown, yes! Well, Nakia Wallace came in shooting just 17% from downtown. That one looked real good, though. Wallace averages 9 points per ball game, and she's averaging 12 here in the month of February, which Cape Fear is undefeated, as I mentioned, as that shot is missed. But she is 16th in Division II with 4.9 assists per game, so more of a distributor than anything, but she can score it as well, as we're starting to see her offense pick up a little bit. Cape Fear 78% shooting so far in quarter number 1. And that's going to be a traveling violation, so turnover goes back to the Red Hawks. Ari Young, by the way, is into the ball game for Cape Fear. Forgot to mention her, number 24 on your screen, as that ball deflected out of bounds, last touched by Cape Fear. McCaskill is going to come back in for the Red Hawks as Agrusa will sit down. Top of the key, Wellman. Over to the right, it's Woods for 3. Too strong on that. And the rebound controlled by Love. Good defense by Young to swat a hand. That shot off the back of the rim, and Woods is on the offensive glass. She's blocked, but a foul is called. Dillard picking up her first. Both teams with 4 now with 2:36 to go here in this opening quarter. First free throw up and in for Woods, who shoots 65% from the free throw stripe. Woods, 2 out of 2, and the lead down to 11 now for Cape Fear. Cape Fear moving up 4 spots in the latest D2 poll. They were 18th last week. They're 14th this week. Campbell turnaround shot. Short on it. Rebound controlled by Catawba Valley. Wellman pulled it down. Into the forecourt, Love. Top of the key, McCaskill. The taller Dillard on her. Bounce pass to Daniels. Daniels turnaround shot, no good. Young has the rebound. Here comes Wallace and the Sea Devils now. Wallace throws a rocket to Dillard on the baseline. Yes. Jaleesa Dillard, who had 8 points in the first meeting with the Red Hawks, with a couple already here in quarter number 1. Wood shot block. She followed it. Got it top of the key to Love. And again, Catawba Valley cannot buy one. This is a real good shooting team. 41% shooting team. Destiny Campbell will get a breather as Folks comes back in. So it's Folks and Young up front. It's Taquana Bland and Wallace with Dillard in the backcourt for the Sea Devils. The Red Hawks have reached the semifinals in the Region 10 tournament the past 3 years in a row. Wallace forces the shot, and she's going to draw the foul and go to the line. So Nakia Wallace, 61% free throw shooter, connects on that first one. 22-8. You can see a lot of the signs that the different departments, different areas of study, good move to the bucket that time by Lester, have made on the wall there for homecoming. I got to say, they're pretty good artists. Just looking at some of the like radiology and different banners, you can see them there on your screen as well. Dillard trying for 3 again off the back of the rim, no good. Followed the shot, got it to Folks, brings it out to Bland. Taquana Bland will bring it out close to midcourt and set up the offense as Lori Drake is very vocal right now. Calling out a play, turnaround shot. Ow, how did she get that to go? When you're hot, you are hot. Taquana Bland connecting again, driving strong to the bucket. Too strong off the glass is McCaskill. Folks with the rebound. Here's Dillard. Bounce passes it back out to Bland. And about a 3-second difference between game and shot clock here. So no hurry for Cape Fear as they have it down now to 12 on the shot clock. Driving in is Wallace, leaves it for Young. The baseline jumper is good. 5 seconds left to work with here as McCaskill gets it into the forecourt, steps into a 3, and banks it in. The defense went to sleep for Cape Fear, but that was the rare mistake for the Sea Devils. After 1 quarter of play, 27-13, folks, we're going to step aside just for a moment here and come back and bring you the second quarter right after this. Want to mention also you can just speed through once the graphic goes away. Since this is an on-demand broadcast, just feel free to speed through, and once you see that graphic go away, just click on it and we'll be back with the second quarter. Just about time for the start of the second quarter. Chris Sheeman back here in downtown Wilmington. 82 degrees today. That's the last temperature that I saw, so it might be a little bit warmer. we're going to pay for it. We are going to suffer in the summertime. First quarter numbers, Cape Fear made 2 of every 3 shots, just 26% shooting for Catawba Valley. That's why you see the score the way it is. 17 points in favor of Cape Fear, although good defense for the Red Hawks there to start quarter number 2, forcing Wallace to the baseline as she threw it out of bounds. Leading scorer for Cape Fear, Taquana Bland, 3 out of 3, 7 points as Lester hits that 3. Lester with 5 points. She leads all scorers for Catawba Valley. So the lead 11 just underway here in quarter number 2 as Campbell's pass almost taken away by Woods. Staying with it though was Dillard. Couldn't get the jumper. Flying in is Bland, who has the rebound though. Bland strong to the bucket, can't get the roll. Folks is there, her shot is blocked, but a foul called. So Catawba Valley picking up their first. That's going to be on Shania Lester. Folks connects on the first one. Taylor Folks shooting 61% from the charity stripe. And gets 1 out of 2 there. Rebound to Lester. Into the forecourt, this is McCaskill. Lester top of the key, drives in, gets it out to Woods, who traveled with the basketball. So just about a minute into quarter number 2. 12-point advantage for Cape Fear. Pershima, glad to be with you. Folks underneath, that pass is tipped. Trying to steal it was Wilson. Julius Wilson's come on for Catawba Valley. Jumper missed by Bland there. Here's an open look. McCaskill hit one to in the first quarter. Can't get that to go. Wallace, the long pass to Bland, driving in. Can't get it to go. Cape Fear cooling off a little bit, but a mistake there by Wellman, who touched it, and that goes out of bounds. So we're going to stay on this end of the court. Jella Daniels checking in for Wellman for the Red Hawks. Catawba Valley 5th in Division II, allowing an average of just 40 points per ball game. They have almost matched that, have the Sea Devils here in this second quarter, and we're just about 90 seconds in. Wallace steps inside the arc, the jumper in and out. Offensive rebound, Destiny Campbell, who puts it in for 2. And a timeout by Catawba Valley. We'll step aside again with 8:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Welcome back, everybody, out of the timeout. Catawba Valley with the basketball. Chris Sheeman back here in Wilmington with you. Bounce pass goes to Love. Love can't get it to go. Good defense again by the Sea Devils as Bland brings it into the forecourt. Bland around the world, swings it over Dillard for 3. Short on that one, and the rebound to Nikki McCaskill. McCaskill into the forecourt, going coast to coast, and she's fouled on her way to the hoop. Catawba Valley and Cape Fear meeting for the second time this year. Cape Fear looking to make it a clean sweep like they did last season. McCaskill. This is Wilson. Open look for Woods. Too strong. And another rebound for Dillard. Got to check the rebounding margin. It is heavily, I believe, in favor of Cape Fear right now. Total rebounds, well, just +7, 17 to 10. Not as big of a blowout as I thought. Outlet to Woods, and Woods has the layup. 30-18 now. The lead is 12 for Cape Fear. Well, we don't expect Catawba Valley to shoot in the high 20s all game, and we certainly don't expect Cape Fear to shoot in the 70s all game. So things will even out, but offensive rebounding really helping Cape Fear right now as you see Folks clean it up. Over on the far side, Love for Catawba Valley, guarded by Dillard in the man-to-man. Woods on the right. Bounce passes it to Wilson. Wilson will back it out. 10 to shoot now. Gets it to McCaskill. Nice dish underneath for Daniels, who lays it up, and the foul. And it looks like a technical foul has been called. Destiny Campbell called it for the tee. I mean, that's pretty quiet in this gym. Usually if a tee is going to be called, you can hear what they're saying. Whatever Campbell said, it must have been one of those words.
A technical foul was also called against Cape Fear Community College.
You can see the official giving it to Lori Drake right now. So there's going to be 3 free throws to come now, and this is a good opportunity here for the Red Hawks. Woods goes to the line, 65% free throw shooter. That's now 3 team fouls on Cape Fear. Oh boy, Lori Drake's begging for it. She wants to make it back-to-back tees. She is hot. So 1 out of 2 off the technicals. There's still 1 free throw to shoot as Daniels made the bucket. Daniels, 49% free throw shooter.
Now on the line for the Red Hawks, number 22, shooting 1 shot, Jaleb Daniels.
So an opportunity here for Catawba Valley to make this a 4-point possession and cut the deficit to 10. And they do. 32-22 now, and we're going to get a sub as Tanisha Wall comes back in for Catawba Valley, replacing Daniels. Since 2010, the Red Hawks have sent quite a few people to 4-year institutions, 12 in this program alone. They were 7-1 coming in the month of February. Wallace is checked back in. She gets it to Dillard. So both teams came in hot. Right now, Cape Fear a little bit hotter. But they've cooled off here in this second quarter as Wallace misses that jumper. Wall driving in. Out to McCaskill for 3. Yes. And Catawba Valley is slowly chipping away here. 32-25. Taquana Bland has been the hot hand in this month for the Sea Devils. She has her pocket pick there. Good defense by Wall. 2-on-1 now. Wall will take it herself and draw the contact as Wallace fouled her. And that is 4 already on Cape Fear. So with 5:30 left to go, Catawba has just 1. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Timeout by Cape Fear, so we'll step aside again with 5:30 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Chris Sheeman back here with you. We have 5:30 left to go in quarter number 2. Catawba Valley 12-5 run to start this second quarter as the Sea Devils have cooled off, down to 44% shooting, 35% now for the Red Hawks, who have started to heat up and going to the line more frequently as well, as we see Tanisha Wall shooting free throws out of the break, missing the first one. Again, Wall 49% free throw shooter. Taquana Bland, Destiny Campbell, both with 7. Daniels has 7 for Catawba Valley. That's the scoring so far here in the ball game. The leaders, I should say. So both free throws missed. Here's Wallace. Ari Young's come on. Caesar is also back out there. Bland and Folks, and that's the 5 for Cape Fear right now. Bland stripped and fouled. And that will be the second on Catawba Valley. They're going to say that Bland was in the act of shooting. Taquana Bland, 68% free throw shooter. How about the stat line? All we've talked about is her scoring. Taquana Bland gets it done in all aspects for Cape Fear. 16 points, 39% shooting, 5 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and about 2.5 steals per game. An all-around player for Cape Fear, going 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe that time. Here comes Catawba Valley now. McCaskill. Here's Wilson. Wilson and Folks in the man-to-man. McCaskill driving in, and that is too many steps. So another turnover for Catawba Valley. On the day, they have 7, Cape Fear with 6. Ari Young, top of the key now. Wallace, back to Young. Bland from the elbow. Can't get it to go. Followed the shot. Bland puts it off the glass and in. The lead back to double figures now for Cape Fear at 35-25, approaching 4.5 to play here in the opening half. McCaskill. Wilson trying to go glass, a little bit short on it. Rebound controlled by Wallace. Wallace, good court vision. I mentioned almost 5 assists per ball game. He's going to be aggressive offensively. Can't get the bucket that time, though. And McCaskill with another rebound. Nice move by Love, and she draws the foul on Folks. So that'll put Taylor over the limit. That's 1 on Taylor. Catawba Valley in the bonus. And free throws to come now. First one no good for Love. Grace Wellman coming back in, the freshman from Charlotte for the Red Hawks. Agrusa returns as well for Catawba Valley. That free throw no good. Rebound to Young. And Young threw it a little bit off the mark for Wallace. And Agrusa, good defense by her to get an extra possession for her Red Hawks. Love will set up the offense here. Agrusa swings it cross court to Wellman. Quick pass to Love for 3. Yes! Into the forecourt, Bland. Bland drives and draws another foul. They're calling it tight, and the players are recognizing that and just trying to go into the contact and get a whistle. It's a smart play by Bland, who gets 2 more free throws for her troubles. That free throw up and in. Well, folks, the internet that prevented us from streaming is messing with the stats a little bit, so we'll give you hit or miss stats throughout the game. It's just been one of those days where the internet has not wanted to cooperate. 2 out of 2 at the charity stripe. We're going to get another timeout. I got the stats back up, so we will go through those. 3:32 left to play until halftime. Cape Fear shooting 43%. They came out like gangbusters, 27 points in the opening quarter. Catawba Valley, 36% after a dismal first quarter. Rebounding 22-14 in favor of Cape Fear. Cape Fear with 7 offensive rebounds. They've also had 9 second chance points, which that's the difference in the ball game right there, folks. Out of the timeout. Red Hawks fighting their way back, though, just down by 9 now. Daniels right around Folks to the bucket, and the lead is 7. 37-30. Wallace into the forecourt. Dillard top of the key. Here's Bland on the right. Gets a screen from Folks. Defender able to stay with her. Now Wallace steps into a jumper, in and out. Boy, that went 3/4 of the way down. Love now with a 3-on-2 out to Agrusa, yes. And it's a 5-point ball game. Boy, things have turned in this second quarter. Cape Fear has led by as many as 17 points. Wallace to Dillard, now over to Bland on the right. Bland guarded by Love, takes her on. Defender Daniels comes to help. 10 to shoot now for Cape Fear. Wallace with 7. Wallace with 4, looking in for Folks with 3. Puts it up, can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound, it's saved. Agrusa, and that was almost a foul as Woods able to come up with it. Here's Love in the lane, and that will go out of bounds. 2 minutes left to go. Folks, again, the halftime, there won't be anything, so you can, again, feel free to speed through that and just put it up. Once you see the graphic, the halftime graphic, go away. Sometimes YouTube at the bottom gives you a little preview screen there. So once you see that halftime graphic go away, you can stop fast forwarding. Oh, how about that move? Dillard and the foul. Cape Fear needed that. They want to use this last 146 to take away the momentum a little bit for the Red Hawks. We always talk about it, and you know, it's how you end the half, how you end these quarters. That says a lot about your team and your competitive spirit, and that's certainly something that coaches emphasize, coming out of the locker room, coming out of the gate, and closing well. Caesar unable to get the old school three-point play, though. The lead is up to 7. Agrusa. Here's Wellman. Daniels out to Woods. Wellman on the baseline, guarded by Dillard. McCaskill. Agrusa. Daniels. I was about to say good passing, and then Daniels threw it away almost as I opened my mouth. Joyous Woods coming in again for the Red Hawks. Coming out is Wellman. So here comes Cape Fear with 1:20 left to go, trying to push it out to double figures again to go into the locker room. As I mentioned just a few moments ago, they've led by as many as 17 in the ball game. Here's Bland from downtown. A rainbow shot to Quanah Bland for 3. 42-32 inside a minute. Agrusa, nice pass underneath. Better block by Dillard off the shot attempt. I believe it was Daniels. It was. Agrusa to inbound it now for Catawba. Driving in was Wilson. Had it poked away. Able to get it out to Woods, though. And now McCaskill with it. Spin shot by Daniels is no good. Dillard, good job to get it from Caesar, I should say. Caesar did a good job to get it to Dillard. Got ahead of myself. Bland on the baseline is cut off. And that will be, I believe, team foul number 5 on Catawba Valley. So 1-and-1 time for Nakia Wallace, or excuse me, Taquana Bland. Taquana Bland, 68% free throw shooter. And so far 0 of 2 today. So she can salvage the trip here. She can get one. Missed them both. The lead stays at 10, though. The shot clock and game clock are identical. I'm not sure Catawba Valley aware or cares, as McCaskill was open and says, why not? She has made them pay several times. They have left her open. She shoots just 26% from behind the arc, so you kind of get it, but at the same time, she's hitting it today. Caesar right around the defense, yes. 2 seconds left to work with. Lori Drake screaming, get on, McCaskill. They do not get a shot away. And the first half comes to an end, 44-35, Cape Fear. Once again, folks, we will put the graphic, the halftime graphic up, and then just feel free to speed through to the second half. Once you see that graphic go away, that's when the second half's about to start. Your score at halftime again, Cape Fear 44, Catawba Valley 35. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Start of the second half and the third quarter. It's Cape Fear 44, Catawba Valley 35. Hope you're enjoying our on-demand version of today's broadcast. First half numbers, 53% shooting in the second quarter for Catawba Valley after a 26% start in the first. Overall shooting, 46% for Cape Fear and 38% for Catawba Valley. Cape Fear leading the rebounding, +5 in rebounds, 23-18. Leading scorer, let me make sure I have that right. Taquana Bland has 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting. There's Wallace. Sloppy start to this second half, so 8 points for Caesar, 7 for Destiny Campbell, who's got 6 rebounds as well. 5 for Nakia Wallace and 2 apiece for Dillard and Young. Leading scorer for Catawba Valley, Nikki McCaskill, who's hit 3 of 4 from downtown. She's got 9 points. 9 points as well for Jayla Daniels. Turnover here, and oh no, Woods missed the bunny. A big break there for Cape Fear. So Sea Devils looking to continue their perfect stretch here in February and go 7-0 in the month. They turn the basketball over, neither team really finding a groove yet in this third quarter. Cape Fear's allowed fewer than 60 points 3 times during this undefeated stretch in February. They've held opponents under 60 11 times this year. When they do, they're 10-1. So look for that defense to really clamp down here in the second half after Catawba Valley got hot in that second quarter. Well, yet another turnover. It's been turnover city here in the second half so far. Cape Fear will try to get on the board. Bland. Both of these teams good defensively, so it's not so much of a shock that you would see this many turnovers. As I mentioned, Catawba Valley's 5th in scoring. Top 20 in rebounding margin, or a good rebounding team. Here's Bland turning on the Jets, and her shot blocked out of bounds. 3 on the clock now for Cape Fear. 11 turnovers for Catawba Valley and 10 for Cape Fear. Cape Fear's got to go. They're not aware of the clock, and they're going to have a violation. So teams are tied now with 11 turnovers apiece. Just about 2 minutes into this third quarter, and nobody's on the board yet. Agrusa's come back in. Wall draws a blocking foul on Folks. Same starters, by the way, for Cape Fear: Caesar, Wallace, Bland, Folks, and Campbell. This is Lester inbounding it to Wall. Wall goes glass and scores. Well, it's been that 7-point period as Catawba gets the first 2 points of the quarter. That's been the roadblock for the Red Hawks. They've been as close as 7 and down by as many as 17 since about midway through the first quarter. Away from the ball, we have a foul. So it'll be Wallace who will inbound it. Good pass, good inbound. Folks turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound to Agrusa. Agrusa looking to push. Open look. This is Woods for 3. No, correction, that's Lester for 3. And she gets it to go. The lead is down to 4. 44-40. Cape Fear got to get it going. Dillard for 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound to Wallace. Wallace drives in, pulls up, and scores. Cape Fear trying to get back in transition, but Lester blows right past them. Destiny Campbell, I should say, did not start this second quarter, so there was one change to the starters. Campbell picked up a technical foul in the first half, and I don't think we've seen her since then. We're going to, though, at the next dead ball. Steal by Lester. Lester. Bland was trying to poke it away, but Bland with the reach. 2 team fouls now. Here comes Destiny Campbell. Ari Young also checking in for the Sea Devils. Dillard will come out, as will Folks. Agrusa. McCaskill with the fake. Floater in the lane. Yes. The lead is down to 2. Cape Fear has led throughout. Bland drives to the bucket, draws the foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls here in the first 4 minutes. Coming out is Lester. Coming back in is Aisha Love. Aisha Love had 21 points against the Sea Devils in their first meeting, so look out for her off the bench. She has just 3 points right now, but she can get it going. Campbell can't get it to go, but she's fouled and will go to the line. They have called it tight today, folks. So Destiny Campbell shooting 70%. 4th in Division II with 3.6 blocks per game. Can't get that free throw to go. She's had 4 or more blocks 11 times this season. She had 6 in the first meeting with Catawba Valley, 10.6 rebounds. And as I mentioned, she will be at East Carolina. Missed both free throws. Ari Young can't get the put back, and it's last touched by Wall, they say, out of bounds. Sea Devils had 27 points at the end of the first quarter. They've cooled off remarkably since then, though. Ari Young misses that out of bounds. And Catawba will get it back. Chance to tie or take the lead for the first time in a long time. Here's Wall. Agrusa. Top of the key, Love. Love drives left, goes to Wall. Wall on the wing, drives to the bucket. Too strong off the glass. Wellman the cleanup, and she's fouled. So Grace Wellman, 58% free throw shooter, will go to the line. Both teams with 3 team fouls nearing the midway point of quarter number 3. Remember, in the women's game, it's 5 and you're over the limit per quarter. I can't wait till basketball finally gets with the program and the men go to quarters too. They were talking about for the NIT and the NCAA this year, once the teams get to the 10-minute mark, their fouls would reset, as that was a lane violation, so Wellman's going to get another opportunity. So if you're just going to reset the fouls at the 10-minute mark, why not just go to quarters and be done with? So Wellman unable to make them pay. Cape Fear maintains a slim 2-point lead. Here's Bland. This is Caesar. Taquana Bland has been the hot hand. She'll pull up short, and the rebound controlled by Love. I get the feeling Lori Drake's going to get a timeout if Catawba gets a bucket here. McCaskill. Here's Wellman. Back to McCaskill. She's got the taller Caesar on her. Bounce passes it into Wall. Wall shot blocked by Campbell. Altered by Campbell on the second. Campbell had the rebound poked away. Yet a third opportunity now for Catawba. Boy, they had somebody open over in the corner. And the team was also screaming for the shot clock, which did not reset. I think the players, the Red Hawks, thought it would reset. Folks is back in for Cape Fear as Young sits down. And the officials are actually going to go over and talk about it. Maybe the clock should have reset. So hold on while they figure that out. go over some stats for you. Cape Fear 42%. Catawba Valley has improved to 41%, so the shooting is almost identical at this point after Cape Fear shot over 70% in the first quarter. So the coaches are going to get together and they're going to explain it. I believe the shot clock should have reset on that second offensive rebound. Leading scorer in the ball game is still Taquana Bland, 5 out of 10 shooting. She's got 15 points. 2 players in double figures for the Redhawks. Nikki McCaskill with 11 now. Cheyenne Lester with 10 points. Caesar's got 8. Wallace with 7. Campbell still with 7. 5 for Folks. Dillard's got 2, as does Young. That's the scoring for Cape Fear. So it's still going to be Sea Devils basketball. After that long discussion, we're past the midway points here in this third quarter. 4:45 left to be exact. Cape Fear, who has led by as many as 17, trying to get the offense going here in this third quarter. Here's Wallace driving in. Wallace looking for Folks, forced the pass. Is taken away by Wellman, who got it away falling. Here's Love to the bucket, too strong off the glass. And the rebound controlled by Campbell. Caesars stepped out of bounds, they say. So the ball will go back to the Redhawks. So Catawba Valley, this is their 5th or 6th chance to tie or take the lead here. As Cape Fear has played sloppy in quarter number 3. Love top of the key. Wellman trying to get it in. Good defense by Destiny Campbell. The poke away. Caesar came up with the steal. Wallace into the forecourt. Here's Campbell, guarded by Wellman from the baseline. Short on the jumper, followed her shot, and got the putback. That's what you got to do if you're having a cold day. Eye that basketball if you're not sure where it's going. Try to anticipate. Another offensive rebound. How about a Grusa? Wellman can't get it to go, and she's tied up with Folks. Jump ball will send it in the opposite direction. Coming in, Jalen Daniels and Joyce Wilson for Catawba Valley. Cape Fear 2 more to wrap the regular season before they hit Region 10, the tournament. They're taking on Bryan and Stratton Thursday here at home. Also home March 5th at noon against Clinton. That's a rescheduled game. Wallace to Campbell. Campbell with the hand in her face. Does not matter. Cape Fear has struggled in the third quarter. What do you do when you struggle? Give it to your leader. Strong move to the bucket by Love. She comes up short. Here's Wallace, pull-up jumper. Short, offensive rebound underneath by Bland. And she had it poked away. Now there's a scrum for it. Another jump ball is called, and we'll go the other way. 2:52 left to go here in the third quarter. So Catawba Valley should have possession here. The officials were talking about it. I'm not sure what. I don't know if Wallace is just trying to sell it, but I mean, the possession arrow was correct. So here we go. Redhawks with the basketball, trailing now by 6. Had a few opportunities to tie or take the lead. Here's the reverse. Nice reverse by Lester. Lester came in the leading scorer, over 15 points per ball game. Also 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals per game. Destiny Campbell is heating up, putting her team on her back. Lester, the bounce pass deflected off the mark. Caesar with the steal. Caesar with the post up and called for the offensive foul. Yeah, she kind of lowered the shoulder a little bit, had a 2-on-1, maybe should have passed it. Either way, it's an offensive foul and a turnover. Cape Fear, as I mentioned in the first half, 8-1 here at home, 21-4 overall. They won 6 straight. They're undefeated in February. Counted in the foul for Wilson, who gets it to go. Joyous Wilson with her first bucket, I believe, in the ball game.
Basket is good for Joyous Wilson. She'll be at the line for one.
That is Wilson's first bucket, completes the three-point play. And Cape Fear's lead is cut in half, 52-49. Inside 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here's Wallace. Top of the key to Folks. Caesar. Now Wallace again up top. Wallace into the lane. Campbell top of the key. She'll shoot the three and hits. Destiny Campbell shoots just 25% from behind the arc, but she is on fire here in quarter number 3. Blocked that shot by Lester. Here comes the Sea Devils now. Wallace looking underneath, and it looks like a foul on the floor before any shot. Daniels picks up the foul, and both teams, I believe, have 4 now, so next one will put either one in the bonus. We're going to get a quick sub here as Tanisha Wall will come back in.
Replacing number 22, Jayla Daniels.
Wallace inbound, left of the bucket. Skies it for Bland. Bland guarded by Lester in the man-to-man. Left her open. You do not do that. Taquana Bland makes her pay. Driving strong to the bucket, McCaskill too strong off the glass. She fouled Campbell, and Destiny will go to the line for the 1-1 now. So the lead, just like that, is up to 9. Taquana Bland up to 18 points. Destiny Campbell, all of a sudden, she's got 9 points here in the quarter and has 16. Destiny Campbell 1 rebound away from a double-double with 16 and 9 as she looks to add to her scoring numbers here. Connects on the first one. This is how good this Cape Fear team is. They're going up against a very good Red Hawks defense and able to put some separation with handling or that tough start to the quarter. And the lead grows to 11 now. Another issue at the scorer's table has us stopped again with 1:07 left to go here in quarter number 3. Looks like there might be a difference in the fouls. That is the question. This is the time of the game where that becomes real important to the coaches. They want to know who has how many fouls. So the officials are going to get together and talk about that. While they do, we will step aside. Welcome back, everybody. The foul situation has been cleared away. Both teams are over the limit, evidently. So both teams in the 1-1 over the final 1:05 to go here in quarter number 3. I got to say, I'm not a fan of officiating that's called very tight and very close, but these are two good defensive teams. The officials have been on top of nearly everything that has gone on in this game, as Bland almost had a steal but couldn't quite get control of it. So kudos to them for recognizing it and able to stop and make sure everybody's on the same page. So Catawba maintains possession here. Leicester will inbound it. The shot clock did not reset. It's still at 15. They're saying that Bland never fully had possession. So Leicester to inbound. Despite all these stops, it's been a quick-moving game. Wilson trying to go around Folks and double dribbled. Good defense there by the Sea Devils. We've talked about the good defense for the Red Hawks. Talked about the good defense for Cape Fear. The Sea Devils, they're holding opponents to shooting just 34% from the field. That's 12th in Division II in the NJCAA. 3-ball, yes, for Wallace. Cape Fear, steal, and the foul by Bland. How about that? Just like that, the lead is 16 again. Well, this Cape Fear team, there's a lot of good teams in this region. I'm not saying they're a lock, but they are making their case. Guilford Tech is real good this year, but the Sea Devils are going to be very competitive come tournament time. That's a Region 10 tournament on the women's side. Should be interesting. The guys' side, too. There's a little even more parity, I believe, on the guys' side. Agrusa driving in. The bounce pass out. This is Wall looking inside for Monica Ditt, who's come on. She can't handle it. Campbell comes up with it. Campbell, oh boy. Be careful, Destiny. The way she fell there, that could have been ugly. She's called for steps. Hopefully she's okay and didn't pull anything. And there's a mistake by Monica Ditt, who's come on. She turns it over as her foot was over the line. 1 second left. So Cape Fear will call it so that Lori Drake can set up a play. So a couple of turnovers. It's been a turnover-heavy game, but both teams are even in that category thereabouts. Let's actually pull up the numbers for you so I can tell you exactly what the story is. Cape Fear cooled off at the beginning of the quarter, but they got red hot towards the end. They're up to 48% shooting. They're 6 of 10 from behind the arc. Catawba Valley is below 40%, just barely. Taquana Bland, 21 points. Destiny Campbell with 18 points. Nakia Wallace with 10. Lester's in double figures for Catawba with 12. McCaskill has 11. So 1 second left to work with. Caesar's got a hoist, and it comes up short. I thought that was on target, but it was a little further off from our angle than we thought. Good run to end that third quarter by Cape Fear as they match their biggest lead of the afternoon, 66-49. We'll be back with quarter number 4 after this. Set for the start of quarter number 4, Cape Fear leading by 17 points, making a big end of the third quarter run to push the lead out. It was 46-44 at one point. 20-5 was the run to end that third for Cape Fear. Destiny Campbell a big reason why, as is Bland, as they play hot potato with it. Campbell is fouled on her shot attempt, so she will go to the line. Destiny Campbell. Does she have a double-double yet? She does. She picked up her 10th rebound late in that third quarter. Has a chance to make it 20 points now as she makes the first free throw good. 20 personal points, I should say. She's got 19 now. Be interesting to see her play D1 basketball whenever I have a team that I get to work with like this. I always like to follow the players who have an opportunity to step up. And I don't know where some of these other sophomores are going. Nakia Wallace and Taquana Bland. I would think they're going somewhere. I mean, there's got to be, if they're interested, as Wall gets that high arcing shot to go, there's got to be somebody just eager to pick them up. Taquana Bland is just 5'7". Turnaround shot by Campbell. But you've seen her today. She plays a lot bigger than 5'7". She's underneath rebounding with the bigs. And floater, how about that by Lester? Nicely done. Lester's just a freshman from Charlotte. So good basketball in Charlotte. It's so good. Girls and boys at the high school level in Charlotte, that's where it's at. Driving is Lester again, not that time, folks. Like a brick wall. Here's Caesar. Nobody's back on defense as the Sea Devils pour it on. Good thing is if you've been following on the website, turnaround shot by Love, both teams' offenses are cooking here in quarter number 4. Lori Drake's building this team as well. There's not a lot of depth this year. That's what might do them in the tournament, but there's a lot of freshmen on this team that will be back as Campbell's shot goes in and out. And there are a lot of players who have been signed. There's a couple red-shirted players. Lester gets another one to go. So Lester's having a good fourth quarter. Let's see what she's up to now. Lester leading all scorers now with 14 points. Right around the defense, Wallace. Up and down we go here in this fourth quarter. Woods for 3. Can't get it to go. Tipped rebound comes to Bland. That's what I mean. She's 5'7", but she's not shying away. She's right there waiting. Turns on the jets and goes right to the hoop. The lead is 19. Timeout, Catawba Valley. Cape Fear is pulling away here on homecoming weekend. 7:22 left to go. It's all Sea Devils right after. We'll be back right after this. You get an odd mix of music here at Cape Fear. A lot of weird 80s. And then you get some like real hardcore rap after the 80s music. It messes with your brain a little bit. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked as I sometimes do. 7:15 left to go. 19-point advantage for Cape Fear. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Out of the timeout, that bucket no good by Wilson. And Cape Fear on their way to a perfect February. I believe this is their last game in the month of February. They will play on Thursday, and that will take us into March. Guess who? Destiny Campbell with 2 more. Cape Fear adding to its biggest lead of the afternoon. It's at 21 now. Love from the baseline, short on it. Woods, the putback, yes. Just about 6.5 minutes left to play here in downtown Wilmington. It's a gorgeous day outside. You know, they play hockey outside. They do the, the frozen whatever. They do that in college. They do it in the NHL. Why can't we have basketball games outside on days like this? There's plenty of courts. It's been in the 80s today. Nice defense there from Wilson. Good job to get it ahead to Woods, who lays it off the glass for 2. Couple of back-to-back buckets for the Redhawks. Redhawks are a good road team, too. That's why this score is so surprising right now. They're 9-3 on the road. Campbell had it poked away, and a late whistle. Tisha England not happy over on the other side of the court with that. I would agree. Late whistles are the bane of every coach's existence. That's the first team foul for both teams in this fourth quarter. 5:55 left to go. So Wallace will inbound it. Gets it back from Bland. Campbell, the tip pass. Taquana's open. Yes! Again for 3. How about that pass from Destiny Campbell, too? She knew as soon as that pass came to her what was going on the court. Here's Wall. Turnaround shot no good. Campbell pulls down the rebound, and she's fouled. So that'll be 2 quick ones on Catawba. Catawba, I mentioned they're going on the road. They will be at Brunswick tomorrow, so they're going to stay here. Go to the beach, y'all. Enjoy it if you're getting a hotel. Then they return home to wrap up the regular season against Lewisburg. That'll be March 1st, next week at 6 p.m. Ari Young's checked into the game. She has it top of the key on the court with Wallace. Dillard also back out there. Campbell and Bland. Wallace. She's fouled. That'll be, is that 4 quick ones already? That's what the scoreboard says. And they say Wallace was in the act of shooting. Wallace, 61% free throw shooter. On the day, she misses that one. She's now 2 out of 3. Wallace, 1 out of 2, lead back to 21. She'll come out. Christina Caesar comes into the game. She's one of those freshmen that we talked about. Dillard, another. Ari Young, a freshman. Ari Young, what an opportunity to learn from Destiny Campbell. Here's a 3 by McCaskill. She's been hot from behind the arc, and she stays hot. As McCaskill, who came in just 26% from 3, is now 4 of 5 from behind the arc. 4:40 left to go. Bland had it poked away. It was touched last by the Redhawks. It'll be Caesar inbound, right of the basket. Campbell top of the key. Here's Bland. She'll bring it out near midcourt. 9 to shoot for the Sea Devils. They can run some clock, but not a lot. Bland turns on the Jets. Great defense from McCaskill. 3 players out in transition. Here's Wilson laying it up and in. So the lead is down to 16. This isn't in the bag yet. 4:15 left to go. Redhawks are still playing. Sea Devils want to pick up the intensity here. Dillard looking for Campbell. Campbell turnaround jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Wilson again. So a little bit of a run brewing for the Redhawks. The lead was 21. It's down to 16 now. McCaskill. Here's Agrusa with 13 on the clock. Sent out to Woods for 3. No good. Tip for the rebound. It's deflected out. It's coming to McCaskill. Extra opportunity for the Redhawks. Redhawks setting up their offense with 3:30 to go. They want to try to score quickly here. Wilson gets it to rim in, and it's a 14-point game. (82-68). Caesar into the forecourt now. Campbell over to Dillard. The cut by Campbell. Dillard found her, but Destiny couldn't get the jumper. Rebound by Wall. Agrusa the bounce pass to Wilson. Wilson swings it over to Woods. Top of the key. McCaskill for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Inside 3 minutes left to go. The Sea Devils in control, leading by 14. But it's a 7-0 run right now for the Redhawks, who are trying to make things interesting. Caesar gets a screen and draws the foul. That will be team foul number 5 on Catawba Valley. Wilson picking up the foul. Christina Caesar, 76% at the line during the season. Swishes the first one through to end that 7-0 run. Nakia Wallace coming back into the game. And for the Redhawks, they're bringing in a slew of new people. Aisha Love back out there. Also Lester. Jella Daniels. They join Wall and Woods out on the court. 2 out of 2 at the line for Caesar. And the lead back to 16 now. Approaching 2.5 to play. Love into the forecourt. Woods the bounce pass to Wall, and Wall is fouled. That's just the first team foul on Cape Fear here in quarter number 4. They can stay plenty aggressive in the final 2:26. So Catawba Valley on their way to a 16-7 record. Cape Fear on their way to a 22-win season and counting, with 2 more games left to go in the regular season. Sea Devils, if able to hang on here, will wrap the month of February with a perfect month and improve to 9-1 here at home with 2 more home games remaining. We talked about it. This Redhawks team will be a player in that Region 10 tournament. They've reached the semis the last 3 years in a row as Ari Young checks out and Folks is back in for Cape Fear. But this is Cape Fear's day, 84-70 after those free throws. Sea Devils will win their 11th in 12 tries as well. Caesar over to Bland on the right side. Bland, the reverse. Yes. She is something to watch. Taquana Bland up to 28 points. Not sure if that's a season high, but if it's not, it's real close. I don't know. She's got 28 now. I believe that's the season high. I guess I can look if you want me to do my job and all. Let's see. Do we have another foul called? 1:46 left to go. That's 3 now on the Sea Devils as Wallace picks it up. So Nakia Wallace up to 28 points. That shot no good, and coming up with it is Wallace. So Taquana Bland, I meant to say, up to 28 points. I keep getting those two confused. And that is a season high, I believe, for Taquana. Outlet pass is going to be off, I believe, Woods. Oh, no, it's staying on this end of the court, so my apologies. It's all moot at this point. 1:21 left to go. Taquana Bland on the day is 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. And now the Sea Devils will start to run some clock as we approach 1 minute left to go. Well, this is not her season high. Her season high was 30 in a loss against Lewisburg College. That was the last loss, believe it or not, all the way back on January 28th. Bland can't get it to go. Folks, rebound and a foul. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Foul called against the Red Hawks, number 22, Jayla Daniels. Going to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Cape Fear's in the bonus. They can put some sprinkles on this Sunday with these free throws here. First free throw, no good. Folk shoots 61% from the free throw stripe. Trying to salvage the trip here. Missed them both, though. Catawba Valley into the forecourt now. It's Lester. This is Wall to the bucket over Campbell. Can't get it to go. Extra possession here. Woods, the baseline jumper. No. Destiny Campbell. That ball took an awkward bounce off the glass, and Campbell unable to get to the rebound, so Woods gets the bucket as a result of that. The shot clock is off, though, and Cape Fear can run it out. So Catawba Valley falls to 18-7, 12-6 in region play, and 9-4 on the road. Cape Fear improves to 22-4, 16-2 in region 10 play, and 9-1 here at home. Their next home game Thursday, 6 p.m. against Bryan and Stratton right here in downtown Wilmington. Come on down if you are able to see these young ladies play. They are something to watch. Cape Fear 86, Catawba 72. That's going to wrap it, everybody. For everybody here at Cape Fear, my name's Chris Sheehan. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you watching all season long.